I'm Maria.
And I'm Marianne.
And our lesson plan is on number sense. And our class is a preschool SPED classroom. The class consists of 6 students. 2 students are English learners. 4 students have learning disabilities. And the standards that we pulled from the California Preschool Learning Foundations is in mathematics, and the standards covered will be number sense and algebra and functions. The objective, our lesson objective, students will be able to recognize their numbers and count from 1 to 10. EL students will be able to match oral statements to objects. And for our language objective, students will use key vocabulary, which will be numbers 1 through 10, and name of the objects.
And some of the ways that we're going to help our English learners will be by utilizing scaffolding strategies. And one of the strategies that we're going to use is pre-teaching vocabulary. So we're going to discuss the numbers 1 through 10 in both English and Spanish, and also the vocabulary that we're going to be using throughout the lesson. So lantern, telephone, car, and camera in Spanish as well. And another strategy that we're going to use is using visual aids. So at the beginning of the lesson, we're going to watch a video that depicts the numbers 1 through 10 in English and Spanish. And then we'll also activate prior knowledge of the numbers 1 through 5 from our previous lesson, and then continue on to the numbers 6 through 10. And then for our activities, we're going to use 3 centers in varying levels of difficulty. And the first center that we're going to use is we're going to use manipulatives, and they're basically going to model the instructor or the aide. So we will go, okay, 1, 2, 3, and then they will do the same thing using the manipulatives, and then that will be the first step.
For the second activity, each student's going to have their own worksheet, and what I will do is I will go over the vocabulary again: lantern, telephone, car, and camera. And then we will count the number of objects, and then the students will match the corresponding number to the objects. And of course, assistants will, if they need assistance, we will assist them. And the EL students might need help saying it in English. So that's where the assistants will go.
In the third center, which is the most difficult, each student will have this folder, and the instructor will hold one of these little number cards and will ask the students what number this is, and they will be able to match the number that the instructor is holding to the correct number on their folder. And for the EL students, if they need to say the number in Spanish, they are welcome to do so, and then the instructor will say that same number in English, because the goal is for the students to be able to say the numbers 1 through 10 in English. And some of the difficulties of this lesson plan are the vocabulary words and the amount of numbers for the EL students, because 1 through 10 might be kind of a lot of numbers for the students to learn at a single time. And the successes of this lesson plan would be keeping them engaged by doing group activities. One way that we will check for the understanding of the students' learning of the numbers would be bouncing a bouncy ball, and we will ask the students how many times did we bounce the ball. And so if we bounce the ball 1, 2, 3, the students will say 3 times.
And that is our lesson plan for our number sense. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.